Afternoon. I am Dr. Tiffany Slater, CEO and Senior Human Resources Consultant for HR TailorMade. And we are the virtual HR department for small organizations. Today, I'm going to start my series that is focused on creating an inclusive workplace. How many of us need to have an inclusive workplace? I would venture to say everybody, right? And so here we are in the great resignation. And we are still finding that there are organizations that struggle with creating an inclusive organization. And I would say that a large reason for that is because they had not done it before now. And so they're trying to do it and they're trying to play catch up, but it takes a long time to really make significant change in your culture. So I'm talking to those organizations who are like me, small but mighty, and wanting to start things off on the right foot, or haven't been at it too long to where the culture is just set in stone and difficult to change. So, for those small organizations that don't have a whole lot of team members and want to make some significant changes and improvements to their organization or to their workplace, this is for you. And so, everything starts with leadership, right? So, the first thing you want to do as a leader of an organization that is looking to make sure that you have a workplace where people want to stay or where people are running to submit their application and resume, you got to start with the leader. The leader has to be the individual that is championing the the culture, that is setting the example by way of treating people fairly, showing people how the customer should be valued, and ensuring that all individuals, be it customers, clients, be it, well, customers and clients are the same, but be it customers or vendors or anybody else that you come in contact with, and most importantly, your team members, your employees, the leader of the organization has to be the one to set the standard. We, as business owners, as founders and executive directors, we have to be the ones to say, this is how my employees or my team members will be treated. This is how we will treat our customers. And this is how we will treat our vendors. And this is the relationship that we will have and that we will make sure that is displayed to all, because it's important that people understand and see how we treat each other. One of my clients was a client for several months. And because I would sit in on their team meetings, I could hear how they spoke about their clients in a very positive way, in a fun way. They spoke very highly of them. As a result of that, I became their client as well. And so I was their service provider, and now they are also my service provider, just based on the fact that I was able to see they really like their customers. I want to be one of them. So there's a great example for you. The next thing you want to do, besides setting the example as the leader of the organization, and I think I mentioned already too that you have to be the champion of change, or the champion of whatever it is that you are trying to implement in your organization. You have to demonstrate it. I know we've all heard the phrase walk the talk. We have to do that. If I'm telling people this is what I expect or this is what we want to happen, then I need to be the one that is also demonstrating that. The second thing we want to do in order to create an inclusive workplace is to analyze and rework our recruiting strategies. The worst thing we could do is say that we want to have an inclusive environment, but we keep going to the same well of individuals. So if we have a particular recruiting source that we go to all the time. Let's say the local newspaper. We only post in the local newspaper. We're going to keep getting the same people. That's the first thing. The second thing is if you want to create an inclusive environment, you got to start with the recruitment practice. So your recruitment practice has to be inclusive, which also means that you have to try a variety of tactics in order to reach a variety of different potential applicants. So use your social media networks. Make sure that you post to different job boards. Don't go to the same one all the time unless it's pulling great candidates for you. Try using some of the diverse that what am I trying to say here? Try using some of the different newspapers or organizations that are in your area or around the country. For example, if there is an Asian newsletter, place your job post there. If there is a Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, post your job ads there. Go to the Goodwill, try Easter Seals. These are all organizations that can provide you with a diverse group of individuals. And just by virtue of you posting with those organizations, just for an example, there are tons of them out there. Those are the ones that came to my head first. But just by posting there, you are expanding the possibility of these individuals finding you. And it also lets them know you are um, that you are interested in having diverse hires. Thank you, Alita, for sharing that. You have two great employees based on posting on Indeed. Thank you. And Indeed is a great online platform because it does reach a diverse group of individuals. So thank you for that. But there are so many more. And quite frankly, in order for us to really reach a really broad group of individuals, we have to go outside of the traditional ones like Indeed, like Monster and ZipRecruiter. Go directly to the sources that you're looking for. And a lot of times, they're really inexpensive to post with those organizations. The third one that I'm going to leave you, did I do two fingers? The third one that I'm going to leave you with is create a comfortable environment for employees. There is nothing worse than being one of the only individuals that looks like you in an organization or has the ability that you have. Perhaps I am visually impaired and I'm the only one in the organization and I don't feel comfortable at work. So I get the job, but what is the organization doing to make me feel included in the conversations at the water cooler, in the activities that all of my team members are doing, or when my team members go to happy hour or have lunch together, be it virtual or in person? Am I included? What type of processes or programs or expectations do you set for your team members so that everybody is included in your programming? So perhaps, team members get together on a regular basis for lunch on their own. That's awesome. But what are you doing as a leader to say, you know what, we're going to come together as a team and we're going to have lunch together so that everybody is included? We have to be very cognizant of that. The other thing that we have to do is make sure that we make it easy for people to voice their concerns or to bring up questions or to inquire about things that are happening in the organization. We also want to make sure that we update our policies, because if we have outdated policies related to dress code, related to hairstyles, that we could be missing the opportunity to make sure that we are creating an environment where people truly feel empowered or included. The other thing that we are missing the boat on sometimes is the pronoun concern. That misses the boat sometimes. So in our employee handbooks, we want to make sure that we don't just say he or she or him or her. We want to say him, her, they. So we want to make sure that we are inclusive in our pronouns as well. And Alita, you are going to town with the comments. Thank you so much. We definitely want to make sure that we have an opportunity for individuals to come aboard and be a part of our team and feel as though they truly belong here and that it is a place for them to thrive as a team member and a place for them to stay and make a career out of it. And so that's all I've got for you today. So remember, everything starts with leadership. And we also have to analyze and rework our recruiting strategies. We can't keep doing the same thing that we've always done. Last for today is create a comfortable environment for your employees. Update your policies so that they are inclusive and make sure that there is a safe place for your team members to go should they have any concerns. Thank you so much for listening. I am Dr. Tiffany Slater of HR TailorMade. We are the HR team for small organizations. Learn more about us at hrtailormade.com. Thank you so much for listening. And thanks, Alita, for chiming in. Have a great day.